care that I've selected faces I don't want. I will deselect them in a moment. Doop, doop, doop. Okay. Scale. Now that looks very feline. Yes, it does. That looks very much like a cat. Cube. Cube project. There we go. That looks like a cat plushie. I'd say that looks like a cat plushie head. Yeah, it's a cat plushie head if ever I saw one. I'm gonna rename that generic plush. I'm gonna rename that generic plushie cat head. And now, for the tail. Going to create a cylinder. Cat plushie tail. Generic. Zero, that's all parented. So now, that way when I move the body, it'll all stay together. This is going to be tan. Okay. And then I need to soften the curve of that. And then I'm going to smooth the vertex a little bit. There we go. Cube project. Yay, now we have a cat tail. So yeah, now if I zoom out of here and I grab the torso, it'll all come moving along in the same motion. So yeah, that's our generic cat plushie. And I'm gonna duplicate. Nope. Just gonna select all of that again. And I'm just going to duplicate it again because this is going to stay as my generic. Yep. That's going to stay as my generic. We're going to work on this one to try and create Ivy. Or a close enough facsimile of her to pass at a glance. Okay. Ivy head, maybe torso. Okay, so first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put pink on the ear, inside of the ears. New plushy pink. Open. Sky. Sky fur, ivy ear, pink. Okay. So take these to squish them by the x-axis just a bit more. Then assign and make sure that's in the right interior, like good. There we go. Shadeless, there we go. Not quite perfect, but again, this is just supposed to look convincing at a distance, not be... Actually, hold on. I'm gonna stretch that out a bit. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, that'll do the trick, I think. Okay. Right, so let's start with giving her some clothes because this feels weird. So we're gonna go with plush. I'm gonna create a new. This is plush gold. Okay, new open. Let's see here. Let's hope that the gold color I chose is... looks like it should be about right. So, yeah. What I'm going to end up doing is... Actually, I think I'm just gonna flat out That's not quite the color difference I was wanting, but I'll have to darken Ivy's fur, I think. Yeah, I'm gonna have to darken Ivy's fur color. It's a bit too close to gold, but this'll do for the moment. So, I'm going to select all of these lower faces. I'm going to duplicate them. I'm going to scale them. Yep. Like so. Yep, there we go. Come on. There we go. No, actually, X was the wrong direction. I want them. There we go. And... yeah, that's... yeah, that's close enough. Okay, so... let's level that out a bit. I'm just going to select as much of these outside bits as I can. I'm going to shrink them inwards. Pull them upwards a bit. Okay, there we go. Now comes the tricky part, because this now needs to extrude inwards a bit. And then I'm going to recalculate the faces. There we go. Cube project. Perfect. Okay. Now, I'm going to select all of these. I'm going to scrunch it down a bit. Scrunch it down a bit. Let's see. Hold on. Raise the arm there so I can see what I'm doing. So yeah, basically we're just gonna flatten out this skirt. Using the tried and true method of selecting faces, lowering them, deselecting faces, lowering them, and then just working with it. Is that? Yeah, there we go. Now our plush has a dress. Like I said, these plushies are generically meant to just trying to generically resemble to just generically resemble the characters. I'm going to be doing a whole bunch of plushies based on different characters, but I'm doing Ivy first because she's the one I have the reference plush for. So, yeah, we're just going to select these faces on the feet. Go assign, and then I'm going to do cube project, which gives them a different texture alignment, which is very handy because the fur patterns would be different because they are not being made from the same. Because why would the pattern from one set of fur carry over to the pattern on another set of fur? It's like, oh, that's like two different sets of fur right there. Those should be definitely different patterns, right? Right. So yeah, yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to darken that fur color. Give me just a second. Up and jump again. That's bugging me. I'm just gonna drop Ivy's fur in there. I'm gonna drop. Let's set that to legacy. Let's set that to soft light. Multiply maybe. There we go. That looks better. Overwrite as Ivy fur 2. Export. Okay, and now I'm going to go back to Plushie Tan. Actually, I'm going to rename to Plushie Ivy fur. Open PNG's plushie or sky. Gotta go sky. Ivy fur 2. There we go. That's closer to the color balance on the actual plushie. Although I think I got closer to Ivy's hair color than her fur color this time, but that is absolutely fine with me. Yeah, that's looking better. That's got the contrast I want. Ugh. No, I'm not gonna be doing patterned textures on the fur at this exact moment. Just because I do not want to deal with that at the moment. Yeah, so I'm not gonna deal with giving her some of her accessories at the moment. Just because it's, let's see here. Create Taurus. Yay, scale. 90. Ivy has these little plushy ring things around her wrists. Gold. A sign. Cube project. But, you know what? I think I'm only going to give her the one. Just because... No. Don't be lazy. Don't be lazy. Gotta give them both. Give it to both arms. But I am going to be lazy about it by tools, duplicating, and then tab, select all faces, mesh, mirror, Y global, confirm it, and then recalculate the faces. Hold on a second. It's all in the wrong place. Go, boom, 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 boom. There we go. We've got our plushie, our arm. Okay. Gonna lower the arms like so. Pull this one in a bit. Hey, okay. Just a real quick check. What does this look like? Weird, but livable. Weird, but livable. Okay. Yeah, so the next major trait for Ivy is her hair, which is gonna be its own thing that I'm gonna do after. The next thing I'm actually gonna do is I'm gonna going to tools, duplicate, assign. I'm going to shrink it down, pull it out, pull it up. X 180. There we go. RY, twist, scale. Yes, I know there was probably an easier way to do that, but let's scale that down because that texture needs to stand out more. Yeah, I know there's an easier way to do that, but let's give her a little nose on her snoot. Actually, hold on, let's raise it up a bit more. Yeah, there we go. That's her nose. Now I need to do her eyes. And her eyes are the tricky thing, because eyes are the window to the soul for any plushie. And if I'm going to do a plushie right, I need to get the eyes right. If you don't get the eyes right, if one is just slightly off, it looks a little crooked-eyed and skewed. We're going to go back into editing mode. Let me see what faces I've got access to here. Okay, I think I know what I'll do. I'm going to take these. I'm just going to take, yep, I'm going to take these. Yep, okay. I'm going to shrink them. And then I'm just gonna doop, 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 and then I'm going to smooth them. Smooth them. Get them rounder. Let me scale them back up a bit. Yeah, I'm going to scale them by the y-axis, and I'm going to pull them forward again. Okay. Right. Then I'm going to take the center bits here. I'm going to give them some forwards definition. And then before I do anything else, I'm going to make that more Smart UV project? How's that going to look? Ooh. Yeah, actually, that's not bad. I realize this looks a little more like a rabbit now than a cat, but we will deal. Plushy gold, because Ivy's eyes are the same yellow as her dress. Boop, 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 boop. Assign. Still not quite right, because I need outlines of black, and in the inside I need irises, but that's why I have different fur colors. So I'm going to pull these forward a bit more, and then I'm going to extrude forward and then shrink them a bit. Oh, come on. Now I'm going to go with my gray color. And then I'm going to select, nope, sign, yep. Assign, okay. That looks a little weird, but that's what the smooth vertex thing is for. Smooth vertex, there we go. Well, it looks a little bit like a sable eye there, yeah. Let's scale them up. Scale them by the y-axis a bit to move them in again. Okay. Now to deal with the orientation problem because our eyes are not in the right direction. To rotate by the x-axis, twist it like so. Now here's the part where I have to be very careful to get the to the same angle. Okay. Okay. Okay, I think cube. No. Cube project, there we go. Her eyes are still not big enough. Dang it. Okay, I'm gonna take this section. I'm gonna scale it inwards. I'm gonna take these big old beauties of eyes. I'm gonna scale them bigger. Shift them inwards. Scale them by the x-axis. Now I gotta do more manual adjustment. So I'm gonna bring these in like so. Yeah, there we go. Now I just gotta select these again. There's probably was an easier way to do this. There almost certainly was an easier way to do this. But I am learning how to do this while I'm doing it. So you're going to see me muck about in real time. Make sure that's actually connecting to the nose there. Okay, there we go. Okay. Right then. Now for some minute adjustments. Let's scale the y-axis down like so. Okay, and I'm trying to make the inner bits smaller than the outer bits. Yeah, there we go. I think that looks nice enough. Now then, how am I gonna do the little the dots in her eyes, the pupils? Because she's not quite herself without the pupils. Well, that's simple. I'm gonna create a circle. I'm gonna make a frame. I'm gonna assign our texture to it. I'm gonna scale it down. RY 90. That's yeah, there we go. Okay, yeah, that'll do. You reset. Cube project. Yeah, let's. And then, because I'm a glutton for punishment, plushy white. I'm going to grab my generic base plushy texture without any coloring on it. And again, thank you, sky is blue for. Okay, I'm going to tools, duplicate, assign, and then scale z-axis. Actually, no, actually her, yeah, no, actually, eye bits are quite. I'm gonna set this to interior light group, and then I'm gonna set this to 5. Yeah. And then I'm gonna duplicate that. And now she has sort of floating eyes, which look very cute. And while I'm thinking on it, boop, boop, plushy gray, assign. There, now she's got a little bit of. Okay. Now then, the hair. The hair. To need new plushy dark gray. Interior light group. Okay. Okay. I'm going to make a new hair object, actually. So I'm going to select the... Actually, no, hold on. First of all, is that going to be... I think that's going to need to be browner, but... yeah, I think that's going to need to be a browner color than that. to duplicate and put it off by selection to its own thing. Tab. Hold on. Pull that out of the way. Tab. And we'll go back to Ivy for our sign. Yep, there we go. Okay. We're gonna start off by leveling out her hair here. It's a bit more... I'm gonna, start off by smoothing the vertex, which did not help in the slightest. Okay. Pull it forwards like that. Okay. No, delete face. Yeah, there we go. Okay, now she's got her little cut in her hair sorted out. Okay. Okay. Then, okay. You are going to extrude this way and back. Okay, and then you are going to extrude outwards and back. Hair is always the trickiest thing to model in any digital model because, let's be real here, if we're doing a statue, you have to make that exceedingly exact in a whole lot of ways. And let's look at this here. Like this hair is ostensibly not that complicated to do. It's just being a little bit bit of a pain. Okay. Yeah. There's my phone going off. What's my phone going off for? What's my phone got to say? System storage space running out. Okay, lovely. I'm gonna ignore that for the moment. Okay, I'm gonna say this is probably good-ish enough. Yeah. Good-ish enough. Goodish enough for me to say this is probably as far as I'm willing to take it for reference. So, we're now going to unshade all of this. Okay. I probably need to fill in the back of the hair now that I'm thinking about it, which was probably something I should have done before. I did all of the rotating. Yeah, that would have been a whole lot easier if I'd done that. Oh well, I'll give it some extra. Let's just select all of the. It'll give it some extra weird, plushy weirdness. So we're gonna extrude, and we're gonna scale it in. I'm just gonna There we go. Okay. And now I will export the age, and we'll take a look at how that plushie looks in the age. And then I'll give you a quick tour of everything that I've actually done visually so far in the age. Yeah. But yeah, my plan is basically I'm just going to fill these bookshelves with plushies like that. But they're going to reference a whole bunch of different things because why not? And as long as they're referencing different things, you know, I mean, I'm just being cute and punny and referencing stuff that I like, you know? Yeah, I've got a few ideas of what I'm gonna do for my other plushies, but I think I'm probably just gonna do them off stream. Yeah. But yeah, I just did one just so you guys can see how it looks and how I did what I just did at any rate. But yeah, it's basically just all about populating the room with things that interest me at this point, and they will look sort of convincing at a distance, but up close they're clearly not the same. I forgot to disable a plushie part. Whoopsie. Well, yeah, that looks pretty good, I think. Yeah, back here. Yeah, I'd say that would read as Ivy, probably. But yeah. Look at my not bionicles right here. I knocked all of these out in a couple of days. I'm still not done yet. I think that Muwaka model needs some more textural definition than it already has. It looks a little cheap, but eh. Anyway, so, we've got rug here. Wood flooring otherwise. Woohoo, look at our camera coming in here. Look, our avatar gets lit on when they walk in front of the monitor and behind it. Woohoo, yay. Now, camera! It lets you help take a selfie. I don't know. Yeah. And let's go down here. Oof. So yeah, work in progress down here, but the TLDR is we got a spotlight shining through the doorway here. It's casting light on everything. This thing is now spinning, so if we look at our key coordinates, it will now update every 5 seconds. Boop. Boop. Yep, there it goes. Yep. And so the coordinates are sort of scrambled in that the thing is spinning and it's updating based on that. So yeah, other things. I've blocked off this area here for the initial release. Just to be a little tantalizing tease. It's like you can kind of see in there and see some stuff is in there. If you cheat back here, though, that's pretty obviously just one of the Nabry statues that I copy-pasted, and it's holding nothing at the moment because I have the SDL variable for that disabled. But yeah, I only put in the backside of one of those things, and I need to fix that UV stretching. Anyway, yeah, here. I love that you can see the ceiling fan spinning. Just the ceiling fan. It's just the ceiling fan. It's really just kind of cool, really. You can just see that from up down here. But yeah. 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 Let's just zip upstairs. I could use the ladder. I'm lazy. But yeah, so we've got our recording microphone. We've got our desk populated with books. We've got a Mysterium photo. I've got an Aerodissolable mouse pad. I've got one of the Sky's mom's knitted cones. One of these little things. Got knockoff brand of headphones. I've got a keyboard I still need to scrub some branding textures off of. And, but yeah, so yeah, okay. Yeah, that's basically all I've really kind of done here. It's just start feeling... Oh, I've also really, really, really heavily reworked the lighting. I don't think I've shown you, but but the lighting basically kind of fixed itself while I was... Well, it started working while I was trying to sort out SDL issues, and basically I was being a dummy and I set things up wrong in the first place, and anyways, let's watch the time of day. Net force 0.0. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so let's go back to 3 here. 3, 1, 3, 2, 3, 3. It's actually getting darker before it gets brighter. So if we go to 4, 3, 8. Yeah, okay, 3, 5, 3, 6, 3, 7, 3, 8, 3, 9, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47. You'll see it's getting... And right now, right above us is the sun. Yay, we're basically midday. The lighting in here is a little finicky because we're in such a narrow canyon. It's going to be a lot darker during the day, or during... It's going to be a shorter day cycle than it actually appears to be, because we're in such a narrow canyon. But yeah, so like there's a lamp here that's set to illuminate this thing during the day because light is reflecting off of here. I'm actually probably going to replace the... Yeah, look at that. That's got the ceiling fan shadow cast on that somehow. I'm probably gonna replace this particular thing with a solar panel, and yeah, that should not be doing that. But yeah, I'm gonna replace it with a solar panel so that, and then do some more wiring. But I need to research how solar panels work. Anyway, let's continue doing the day-night cycle, shall we? 48. And then you'll watch as 49, 50, 51. You'll notice how this side gets brighter while this side gets dimmer as the sun goes to the other side. 52, 53, 55. Can we even see the sun anymore? That's over that away. Now let's reset that a bit. 40, 41, 42, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60. Even though we can't see it, it is. I made sure it was high enough that it would cast a light in here. 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68. And we're now... So yeah, yeah, okay. That's basically all I've got for the moment. And, I don't really... I don't have the voice to keep streaming for the moment. And there's also Uru stuff later today, so I'm going to call it a stream for today. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you all next time. Bye.